Hey guys, welcome to another video. This time we're taking on TOE Hell Stage 2. We're taking on 3 stars here using Giana, but I will tell you how to clear this on 2 stars with free-to-play units. So guys, first you have to cleanse the silence here, because the 2 conditions to get the 3 stars are 1. That everyone has revenge for 2 turns, and 2. That everyone has silence for 1 turn. Now, in the first wave, the opponent already has the counter for one of those conditions, which is Baromos. So, if you have Baromos, great, perfect. If you don't, you can use the Blue Mermaid here, as I did, to cleanse, because she works exactly like Baromos on this particular stage. However, I like the Mermaid more because you can bypass the revenge of the opponent, because she doesn't need to attack an enemy unit. She can apply a shield on herself, and then goes Giana. And Giana cleanses and allows your Spectra to slow down everyone, your Tyrone to push back or to control, up to you. And then your Dark Homunculus can reset everyone and you can start the cycle again. Also, the Blue Mermaid will heal your team, so she will be your support as well, and she also cleanses, but has target cleanses, and a cleanse that can remove stun, for instance, or sleep. So that's very good on the second wave of this stage, which is the most annoying wave of this full stage. So that's pretty much it for the 3 stars clear. Now on the first wave, you should better go for Baromos first. I went for another Sharion, but that was a mistake. You go for Baromos first, then they are out of a cleanser, and then you go for the rest of the units and you keep them under control with your Tyrone. You know how Tyrone works, and you may have some problems pushing back the Wind Ifrit, but it should not be a big issue, since he will most likely be reset and he will be targeting your Tetra, your Blue Mermaid. So she should be tanky enough, and of course you can apply a shield on yourself, and then he won't do much damage at all, and she will be healing. So there should not be many problems here if you use this team. Also, there was a great buff for the skill 1 of the Polar Queens, so now your Giana can defense rake much more reliably than she did before, and you will see that here, because I almost never landed defense rakes, and now I'm landing them once every 2 attempts, so that's great, that's huge. And yeah, for this wave there's not much more I can tell you. Now, how can you clear this with free-to-play units? Well, you should uncheck the revenge one, and then you can replace Giana for any unit in the game. I mean literally any unit in the game. It doesn't matter which unit, you can use anything, but if you can use a helpful unit, then go for a Shaman, for instance, the Light Griffon, or maybe a Lauren to push back the attack bars of the final boss, the Giana. But yeah, it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't really matter, because you will be cleansing with either your Baromos or your Spectra or your Tetra, and then to walk in the park, guys. You should control the opponents, and well, the only problems that you may have is during this wave, but luckily they don't have that much burst damage, so they won't be hitting you that hard, and you have the heals from Tetra, and you have the cleanses from Tetra when you get asleep, and once you want to wake up a unit to attack, for instance Spectra, which is the most valuable attack you can get here, because the damage your Spectra will do will be huge with the second skill. Also, Baromos had a great buff, so with the second skill Baromos can deal damage proportional to the opponent's max HP, so it will be big damage here as well, but you don't really need him. So yeah, you can either use Baromos or Tetra, it's up to you guys. Lastly, if you want to attempt a free-to-play clear on 3 stars, then go for any free-to-play stripper. However, guys, remember that they can fail and they will get the revenge from all the opponents. So you have to make them tanky. But on turn 1 with your Tetra you can apply a shield to the Stripper, and then once the Stripper uses a skill he has the revenge, and at least you can greatly mitigate the damage the unit will receive. For instance, if you're using a Soha, then you can strip with her, and with the shield she may get a lot less damage. And of course, that kind of Stripper, I think she has heals with her first skill, if I remember correctly. So yeah, there shouldn't be many issues either, but you will rely on RNG during the first attack of each wave, which can be very annoying if you fail in a lot of units. But if you can control them with the rest of your team, then things shouldn't be that bad. Also guys, if you want to try that on 3 stars with free-to-play units, the other strategy that you can use is having your Tyrone moving right after your Tetra or your Veromos, so that your Tyrone can freeze everyone and then you won't care about the revenges. That's another viable choice as well. And if you are not free to play but you don't have Giana, then what you can do is, exactly like I told you, go for Tyrone to freeze, then go for Ganymede to push everyone back so they don't get a turn, and you will keep them under control the full time. But during the second wave, things can be a little bit tougher if you don't go for the Stripper wave. Also, if you go for a Stripper, what you can do is, if you don't want to use the Tetra Shield strategy and you are using Veromos, then Veromos goes first, cleanses the silence, then Tyrone goes, freezes the opponents, then your Stripper goes, with the opponents frozen so that they don't revenge on your Stripper, and then they were stripped and you go with you unleash your attacks as usual. And you already have the revenge on yourself, so if they were to attack you, you will revenge. So there are many ways to clear this on free-to-play units. But you will need some nice runes in order to tank some attacks and some possible revenges. And of course, during the last wave will be the most important part, because that Giana will revenge, and when she revenges, if she crits you, she will get attack bar, and if she gets attack bar, then things will go really south. So you have to keep that in mind when you choose the option that better fits your playstyle and of course your monster box. So guys, that's it. If you like this, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. Remember, every comment that you leave helps me with the YouTube algorithm, and of course let me know in the comment section if you like these kind of videos, because I used to do 2 stages at once and I really didn't spread on the options that you have to clear this. So now I want to be more helpful for people that don't have the units that I have. So yeah, that's the goal of these kind of videos, of making one bid on each stage. And I will try to publish more videos of TOA Hell of this month TOA Hell, so that you can clear this fast. Okay? Well guys, thank you again. And remember, if you have any questions about the game in general, let me know in the comment section and I will be very happy to reply. I forget if I already told you in this video that on the end of each wave, always remember to replenish the skills of your units against the last opponent, against the last enemy unit of each wave. So use the first skill so that you can replenish your other skills, so that all of them are available when you reach the following wave. That's it guys, and well, I will show you the rooms after this, and well, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.